between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taking it about the 1.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Way to go.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans
at their 25-yard line.
First and 10, Willis.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The Titans at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
3rd down, it's Willis.
This is caught. It's Woods. Touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Are we both? Yeah. I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife it to the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
He made his first attempt, this from 45. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Willis looking to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Barkley inside handoff. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Lawrence.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Willis to throw.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Willis. Caught by Woods. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st down, Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's go.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. As this complete to Woods. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Willis with a quick throw out wide.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks
from 6 yards away.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 21-10 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
On 1st down, Willis.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So his struggles just continuing here in the 1st half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
On the ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Willis's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Play action. Willis.
Rolling to his right. It's caught by Hooper. Touchdown, Titans.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball.
And it's a Titans touchdown. John Ross. 36 yards.
And the Titans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st and 10, Willis.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Willis, quick slant here to Woods. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
74 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12.
Willis.
And Woods has it complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Willis.
That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity. Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Lawrence going to throw again. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
61, match box, right.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.